it's Erica with the Milk Manual, and today I'm here to talk about 13 things that I find super essential for being in your back to work bag. So this is all going to be about going back to work, stocking your pumping bag, and the 13 things that I personally feel like go really well in this bag. So today's video is not sponsored by anyone, but I will be having links in my description that go with all of the different items that we talk about in the bag, as well as a link directly to my Amazon page where it is an affiliate link account. So I do get a small commission if you choose to buy anything on there. Obviously, do it if you want, don't if you don't, but I appreciate the support in any way. So let's just get into the video. If you find that you love this video, give me a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe, share it with your friends. Any support is appreciated, of course. All right, let's get into it. With this video, there will be a checklist that helps guide you through what to take and what to pack inside of your bag. If you look in the description, there will be a link. It's a freebie. All you have to do is put your email. Of course, then you'll be added to my email group, but I only email twice a month, so it's still good. So yeah, that little freebie list will be there to help go along with this video, but this video will just kind of break down and we can talk it out a little bit about what to expect whenever pumping your bag. Okay, now let's really get into it. All right, the number one thing that I have here on my list is a pumping bag. Now, I know that seems obvious because it's like, yeah, I'm going back to work. Yeah, I need a bag. But I say a pumping bag just because I think it comes with a lot more storage, a lot more pockets, a lot of things that you can utilize whenever you have a pumping bag. There's several different companies. I also have a great blog post that lists tons of great pumping bags, and so that will also be in the description below. But this bag right here is just one of Dr. Brown's bags. I like bags with lots of pockets. This one has a zipper side, and I don't think the pump is over here, but typically you'd want your pump to be right there. It has more pockets right here as well. Tons of pockets on the inside, tons of little storage things, and also the material on the inside of this bag, and I want to say most pumping bags can get wet, so if you accidentally like spill any milk or like the condensation gets in there, it's not as annoying as any other type of bag. So I personally recommend a pumping bag, but at the end of the day, do whatever works for you, your family, your bank account, whatever. Like I said, this is one of Dr. Brown's pumping bags. I really like it, and I think what's great about a pumping bag is it can be reused at any time for any situation. I am 4 years out of pumping. I haven't pumped in 4 years, and I still have the bags just because I think they make great bags. So yeah, number one is going to be a pumping bag. The second thing, and this is going to seem really obvious, and you're going to be like, duh, is going to be a pump. And I'm going to be taking parts out. This bag is kind of a Mod Podge, a mix of a bunch of different things. So this is just one of the many pumps I have. It's my oldest pump, and a lot of y'all might recognize it, but just having the pump ready to go inside of the bag. Again, you might think, Erica, duh, I need a pump whenever I'm going back to work. But you'd be surprised at how you can pack a bag and forget the number one thing that you need. So having pump on this checklist is going to be super helpful because it reminds you to go ahead and put your pump inside of that bag ahead of time. So yeah, number two is the pump. Number three is pump parts. So this includes the flange, the membranes, the tubing, all of the things that you need to make your pump work. And that's going to go into every single little piece of the pump. Here in a few weeks, I'm also going to have another video where I talk about all the things that I did wrong the first time I went back to work. And I hope that that helps, but it has a lot to do. One of the biggest things is me forgetting pump parts. Okay, so I always have pump parts on this list. If you have to jot it down, like each different part and what the name is, like flanges, membranes, valves, and I'll attach also an Instagram post that kind of talks out the name of each part because I know it can get very confusing. Like, what are all these names? What is she talking about? But yeah, having knowledge of each little part and making sure you don't forget them. Also making sure you have double. For some people, they go ahead and buy tons of extras. So that way you have extras at home, you have extras at work. Some people even leave some in the car. So just like if you're forgetful, that might be helpful to just have extra already that you can also leave at work so you don't have to like transport them everywhere. But anyways, so those are the core pump parts. I would say if you're someone that uses additional pump parts, so like flange inserts or pumping spray, pumping lube, anything like that, like lanolin, anything like that, then that would go with your pump parts section. And the list kind of has an asterisk there or a little star next to it, so that way you can break it down into what works for you. So this little bag is by Kristen of Be My Best Friend. She is an exclusive pumper. She exclusively pumps for multiples. She's a rock star, whatever. She did not tell me to say any of this stuff. I just genuinely like her and I think she's great. But this is one of her bags. It's super cute. I think it makes a great bag for putting all of the pumping parts in. So as you can see in here, I have like the flange inserts, lanolin, but you can also put flanges, membranes, tubing, all of that in here. Makes a good like wet dryish type of bag. And I would say having a little baggie for all of your flange parts will keep that organized and easier to remember. You can also use a Ziploc bag, whatever works, but just having something to know, like labeling it, pump parts, and all your pump parts being in one bag just makes it so much easier. Number 4 is going to be your pump charger. Again, another obvious. I feel like these first couple of ones are so obvious, but sometimes the obvious things are the ones that get forgotten really easily. So just making sure you have your pump charger. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a pump that doesn't need a charger, then you don't have to worry about it. But there are tons of pumps that still need to be plugged into an outlet or charged at some point. And so just making sure you have those chargers with you. Number 5 on my list is your preferred cleaning method. Now, there are going to be tons of methods for cleaning your pump parts, tons of things for knowing about cleaning your pump parts, tons of videos out there about what to do, what not to do, what you should do. I feel like it gets kind of controversial, but let me just say, I personally feel like I like to put all the information out there and then have you make your own decision about what works best for you and what you are comfortable with. At the end of the day, we're all gonna do whatever works for us. You know what I'm saying? So in this bag, I have like these quick clean steaming bags that you could use. And this is for like sanitizing on the go. It does involve a microwave and water, so that's one option. We also have these quick clean wipes. I think Medela also makes like a spray or something else that you could use if you were just trying to like get everything done super fast and you didn't have access. This one is if you don't have access to soap and water, so just something to wipe your parts down. You can also rinse them off, give them a good clean with soap and water at work. Now, I know whenever it comes to them drying, a lot of people have like concerns like, oh, I don't know where I'm gonna dry my parts. And a while back, I saw online, I wanna say it's Dr. Brown's, and I will, you know, put a picture, let's say here, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna tell my future self to put a picture there. And that little bag has like a dryer rack inside, so that way if you are concerned about like cleaning your parts and being able to dry them, etc., having a little designated space to dry, or you can even get like a bag to go in your fridge at work for you to dry your rinsed off parts. So those are some of the, you know, main ways that I can think of right now that you could clean things. There is also, I know a lot of people will bring this topic up, so I just want to talk about it and make sure I'm not shying away from it. The fridge hack. I did a video on my Instagram a while back kind of talking about the background of the fridge hack and the CDC and why they made their, I guess, ruling or decision, or how they came to decide that it was not, you know, best practice. But we talk about it there on the Instagram. I'm gonna leave the link for that for you to check it out. Obviously, there are pros and cons, there are risks and benefits to everything we do as parents and everything we do, especially with pumping. So at the end of the day, you gotta make up your own mind. I know as a lactation consultant, I should be like, don't do this, do this. But also as a rational person, I know that we're gonna do whatever we wanna do. So I'd rather you do it the safest you can if you're going to. You feel me? Okay, so that is that section about your preferred cleaning method. Making sure you have that with you no matter what it is. Soap, water, cleaning wipes, sanitizing bags. having that with you in your bag or even already stocked at work. Number 6 is headphones. And headphones doesn't necessarily have to do with pumping, but I know a lot of times they can help just tune out everything, tune out what's going on at work. You can tune into your favorite show, music that relaxes you, something that gets your like serotonin flowing, something that puts you in a good mood, good energy, good vibes, hearing your baby, anything like that. And I think headphones can help, especially because like if you're just on your phone, you want your volume low, you're trying to be considerate of people around you or anything, you just don't want people to hear what's going on. If you don't have your headphones, it's always like meh. But if you do have your headphones, it's like yeah. So I would say having your headphones is just super helpful. Also, whenever you have your headphones, you can tune out things like your pump. A lot of people have told me that hearing their pump make that like noise over and over. It's just really irritating and stresses them out and frustrates them, and we don't want that when we're pumping. So like tune it out, put some headphones in. I think headphones is a great thing to add to your bag just in case. Number 7, again, it's an obvious one, but also not so obvious, I would say, is going to be bottles and bottle lids. So one thing, whenever you're pumping straight into it, a lot of people remember the bottles, but the lids often get forgotten. So just making sure whenever you pack your extra bottles, go ahead and have the lids already on them, ready to go. And this will segue us into the next one, number 8, which is the cooler pack. So this is a cooler pack that you saw it fit right here perfectly in this bag. You open it up, it has a bunch of different bottles in it. Normally I would have the bottles upright, but this is a video and not real life, so I don't have them upright right now. Anyways, it comes with like little freezer things, keeps it cool for a nice long time. Again, I would always pack my things with the lids already on them, everything inside of here, so that way when I got to work I would just set up my bottles accordingly, and then whenever it came down to pumping into 2, I would just pour one into the other one and rinse out one bottle so I had it for the next pumping session. So all I needed was, I used to work a 12-hour shift, so all I needed was 4, I think, bottles at the end of the day is what I took home. You'll make it work for you. Anyways, I personally feel like a freezer bag is super great, can't go wrong, low cost, long-term use. Those type of things really go into my mind whenever I have to purchase anything baby related, because you can use this stuff later in life. So I would say it's a great investment in that case. And then also, if you are the type of person who has to pump in your car, or you don't have access to a fridge, or like the power is out or anything like that, it's just good to have something to keep your milk cool. And according to the guidelines, you know, I would make sure looking at the CDC guidelines, I want to say right now, as of literally right now when I'm making this video, it can stay on ice for 24 hours. So, you know, no matter when you watch this video, always just go back and double check. I'll leave a link to the guidelines as well. But right now it's at least 24 hours on ice, and up to 4 days in a fridge. So if you have fridge at work, obviously I would say use it, but if you don't, if you have to pump at your desk, you can't get up, anything like that, you have to pump in a truck, I don't know, you get a cooler bag. Cooler bags are great. Number 9, obvious, don't forget your cell phone. And you might think like, why do I need my cell phone? I know a lot of people with wireless pumps, a lot of these newer pumps that can also be tracked on the cell phone. Also tracking your own pumping schedule in an app, in notes, anything like that will be super helpful to make sure you're still doing while you're at work, especially those first couple of shifts. But then most importantly, looking at videos of your baby, looking at pictures of your baby, watching TV shows, doing whatever makes you feel just like so good, so relaxed while you're pumping. But I really do feel like the moments when I would pump and I would get to call my husband and just look at videos or like talk to him, talk to the babies, like would always make me feel so much more connected. And that type of connection really, I personally feel like that mind-body thing, it just goes through your whole body. It just helps you so much with pumping. So having your cell phone, obviously for personal reasons, obviously for tracking, but most importantly for that connection that you can't get when you're at work. You know, we are so lucky to live in a time where we can connect through a cell phone. So if that is something that you need to do, do it. Get your cell phone, make sure you pack it. Number 10 is going to be nursing pads. So there's tons of different types of nursing pads. There are washable, reusable ones or disposable ones. There's going to be risk and benefits, pros and cons to either. So make sure you pick some that benefit you the most. I think having these pads is really helpful, especially in the beginning. When you just kind of are still learning like the timing and leaking. And I personally am the type of person where if I leaked, I just be like, it is what it is. But I know typically it's embarrassing for some people. And I want to say, first of all, don't feel embarrassed. Don't let it stress you out if it happens. Just know your body's doing what your body does. Like, it's just your body, baby. It can still just be super helpful to have these in case you are concerned or worried at any point. And yeah, I think having them packed away in your bag, already on you whenever you go to work, is just great. So making sure you have these packed away, ready to go, ready for any leaking situations, you got them. Number 11 is an easy one. It's hand sanitizer. Obviously, if you could wash your hands before and after you pumped, that would be ideal, but I know it's not as realistic, especially in this fast-paced world that we live in. So just having hand sanitizer, making sure you keep your hands clean, keeping yourself clean, will be super helpful. Hand sanitizer is such an easy thing to have in a bag also. I feel like ever since 2020, we all have hand sanitizer everywhere. So just being able to put that in any of the pockets, taking it out, hand sanitizing before you pump, before you eat your snack, whatever, having that good to go. Number 12 is going to be a nutritious snack. So first of all, I want to say I am not a nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian. I am not someone who specializes in food. Whenever it comes to a professional aspect, personally, I feel like I know a lot about nutrition for myself, but I cannot teach it or like know it for you and your body. But I will say there are some snacks, you know, we all know there are some snacks that just are empty and they make us feel empty. They're not benefiting our body whatsoever. But then there are some snacks that fuel us. So I would say getting a snack that really fuels you. If I can find a link to any dietitian or nutritionist that has like these great like high protein, high fat snacks to keep you full and fueled throughout the day, I will definitely leave a link for that. But for now, I will say making sure you have like some good snacks in your bag. Like obviously fun snacks too, but really like nutritious snacks packed away. Especially because when you go back to work the first time, I feel like just the balance of everything is so hard. When am I gonna eat? When am I gonna work? When am I gonna use the restroom? When am I gonna do this? Sometimes you can combine pumping with looking at videos of your baby and with eating a snack. And I know it sounds crazy and it sounds like a lot to do, but the more you do it, you're like, okay, you start to mentally associate. Whenever I pump, I'm gonna drink water, I'm gonna eat a snack. So making sure you have a really good snack packed in your bag. I personally feel like it is great, so just do it. The final thing on this list is going to be a pumping bra. So this is just a strapless pumping bra. There's tons of pumping bras. Again, I'm gonna leave a link in the description of a blog post that's kind of old now, but it has a lot of different types of pumping bras, nursing bras. I want to say it's one of my better posts because I also tried to make sure I included like inclusive brands, different sizes, those type of things. So yeah, this one right here is a strapless one, and let me move this over. So as you can see, you would just pop it on and go to town and start pumping. So that is one option, and I would say no matter what, you should still keep a pumping bra in your bag. But then another great option is to wear a nursing or pumping tank top. So say like you wanted to wear like shirt pants combination to work, you wanted to just, you know, do this vibe, you could always have the tank top clip on the hooks to the pump just like this, where you don't even have to lift your shirt. Your shirt might be hanging like this, but you're completely covered, as you can see, completely covered. And wearing the tank top, I think throughout the day, or like when you start your day, would make it easier. But just in case you forget, like that morning you're in a rush, you put on a regular bra, or you wear something, you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot my nursing tank top, I forgot my pump. Having one in your bag is going to be super helpful. So just making sure you have that ready to go will be good. All right, so those are my 13 things. I personally feel like it's just a super simple list, something to get the basics going. So if you're watching this and you think, Erica, you forgot this, this, and this, please just comment below. We love constructive conversation here. I do view this as a community, the Milk Manual community, where we can all help each other out and grow together. So if there was anything forgotten, comment below. That way other people can see it too and jot down extra things to add to their list. As I said, all of the things that I described will be listed in the description below. So check out the description for all the different links, as well as links to my Amazon shop where you can look through and get all of the things in the back to work section. There's also going to be a link that has the checklist. It's a free document. It's a downloadable PDF. It has a checklist. That way, if you need to screenshot it so you don't forget anything, it also has a couple of things left blank. So that way you can add whatever you personally feel like you need in your situation. Like I said earlier, if you enjoyed this video, please like it, please subscribe, please comment, share, like literally whatever. I appreciate your support in all the ways, like you don't even know. Yeah, so that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.